I just hope this is what you were expecting, Hunter.
What have you got for me, boss? Sure thing. Let's get started. What can I say except you're welcome? Always up for a challenge. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Farewell.
Hey, Hunter.
Stay out of trouble. See you soon.
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
What do you...
It's good to have... He's always
I can see that.
thought his claw... They protected us, Agatha and I. It must have been... I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange... We looked quite ridiculous. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of...
That must have been...
It was. But what was even worse was that they were Agatha's own grandchildren by her...
They tried to kidnap...
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans, and Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have...
If it came down to it, I am sure you...
I'm not so sure about that. 7 witches. I would have been outnumbered, just like I am. Speaking of dysfunctional, I do trust you, you know. Even though...
Something like that.
Common ground?
Where the hell are you, Blaze? Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and... bingo! There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony? Did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the Stark files, then get back here.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry, this time I've accounted for
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the creepy crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it. My Gamma Accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Bad luck for you, bud. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
This should be good. I gotta say, the whole Hail Hydra thing is pretty stale. Got any new material?
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Hail that! Looking good here.
Let's do it.
There is no escape.
As ordered. Share the same brain.
Regroup and await reinforcements.
Behold their passage.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Now that was something. You attached to that face?
A pointless endeavor. For the mother! We are the instrumental. Feeble effort. The curse is upon you. Will not fall that easily. The mother has many children.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
Credit where credit is due. Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait! We have what we came for. There's no reason to... Follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger? Forget all that thing.
I would be more concerned about the maze.
Oh, I was getting to that. Away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
I know what my future holds.
Now it's my
My fate is no different from yours.
Stay down.
No more insolence!
Shields are holding.
I am still the prize.
She's going to try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
Sure, maybe we'll just take a few swipes at her kneecaps.
That will not distract me!
About time.
That could have been a lot worse.
Bring what you got. Fresh meat coming in. Still want a piece? Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
I would guess it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks.
Just what I need. Get some ugly one.
Been saving this for a special occasion.
I hope you are building one of those suits for me.
Yeah, and you're ugly too.
She calls upon the darkest of forces. My strike runs true!
Yeah, that's getting old.
I will not be defeated!
Looks like they have got help. pointing at me now.
In case I forget, remind me to thank Banner for unleashing this thing on us. He really doesn't.
Now for something real special.
I fear no end.
Sure, why not? Precisely what I needed.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss. Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go.
Is this about what Banner found in your father?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
At least you managed to grab whatever Banner was after.
Tiny victory, I guess. But I don't think Banner or his puppet master are going to give up that easily. Especially knowing what kind of stuff my father had in those files.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So Banner wants one of your father's bombs?
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
Whatever it is, we will never let Banner get it.
Well, I hope you're right. I wish I could have your can-do attitude right now.
If it helps, we could go through the files together and strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
Time for book club.
Meet you there.
Kinda missed the simplicity.
Yeah?
Welcome to book...
Yeah, okay.
I didn't realize Steve... I really should have read this when he first...
If you have... Can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then. Guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but eventually Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the...
It was Custer's responsibility to judge what risks his soldiers would take. His decision to...
Yeah, I'm not losing any sleep over that. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
Subordinates should always follow orders.
Unless you're commanding an army of robots, which is more common than you think. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leader...
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
If you leave the choice to others, you cede your authority.
Not in my experience. I only cede my responsibility. But I find little enjoyment.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book.
You are not required.
Come on.
I'm actually surprised, Steve.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with...
Hell's mustering all its machin...
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent.
What I meant...
I just told you. Thumbs up.
Well, at least Logan showed.
You did not think he...
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club. And I don't know...
It sounds like one of Nico's...
She does.
Nico has given me an appreciation for...
Not you, too. I'm the only...
Seems that way.
Guess I'll be skipping future...
Coward.
You're lucky there's no fighting in book club. You calling it?
That is it for me.
Righteous.
Robbie and I are gonna play.
Let's skip this.
Always on the hunt.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing. What have you brought me today? I was under the impression this artifact...
How's it going, boss? Hand to the right man. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Always a pleasure.
Now we can really get down to work. Let's do this. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
New and improved.
Let's see him try to handle me now. Better test this out next time.
Awesome! Can't wait to see.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub.